playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. These NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And our first play of the game is going to net them a single yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 19, go.
Another one for Gibbs. Lead right away. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Starting at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
70, let's go. Hurt. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Fits it through the middle. Into the red zone. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Go.
Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
18 targets. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ready, set.
Back to the line they come. Second down. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. As this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. An excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Hiking, 18. Shot 50, shot 50. Buffalo 18.
They're going play action. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go.
18, 5 in. Ready, 60 Bobcat.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it.
60 Bison.
Waddle makes the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for a loss of yardage.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. He takes off with it. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on 3rd down.
19 Lions, 19, 18.
3rd and long for him here. He completes it in traffic. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now throw for it. This is brought in by Laporta. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Line up the design keeper. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. You know, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. He'll take this at the 10. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Okay,
First down now, ball at the 33.
Get up! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll throw to start the drive. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, tied in.
First down, play action. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Okay, ready? Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
Back to throw now. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
On the ready.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. The Lions out in front. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Cowboy 80.
They'll go play action. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They're going to try and throw it here. On the move, headed right. He's going for it himself. And this one does not go far.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
79
4th down, pass coming. Taking a shot for the end zone. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Ready.
1st and 10 from the 32. Drive begins with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
60.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. He'll try and make the most of this interception. He takes it all the way back to the 25. Well, great team defense there. No matter where he looked, Brock, there seemed to be a defender there, including where the pass eventually went, and that was why it was intercepted.
Such a disciplined rep there from the defense. As a QB, you try to extend the play to break them down defensively. Nobody did. And as a quarterback in that case, when you don't have a lane to throw it and the field is shrinking, you've got to throw that ball in the 5th row.
Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Come on, come on. 19, charge.
Looking to throw here. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Okay, break.
Still inches to go on 3rd down.
Get it. Cover 19.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Brooks going for the marker. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard. So 2nd and inches, they took their shot, Brock. They threw the football, as a lot of teams are going to do in that situation. But it backfires as the 3rd down run gets turned away.
You know what that effort creates, Kate? That creates that offensive coordinator never taking a shot again on 2nd and inches.
Deputy. Dixie Maverick. Dixie Maverick. Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. Throw caught by his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready, ready. Viking 18.
They're going to try with the wideout. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
19, 18, Pioneer. Panther 11, cut 19, cut 19.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He beams one deep right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say, as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warrior 70. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Gibbs now from the gun. And they drop him after just a yard. Second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
19 Lions, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Top 50, top 50. Go.
Takes the second down snap. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
18 Rattle, 18 Rattle.
Running back sent in motion.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
They'll throw, third and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They strike for 23 yards. And the Lions have a first down. He's going to throw this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And that'll bring up second down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
On first down, right back to Gibbs. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Now the Lions calling a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Rig alert, rig alert. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Right there to tack on a point after. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Starting at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
19-18.
Back to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He's back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. He'll take this at the 10. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 70, Timberwolves. Go.
Throwing now off the play action. This is Liggins working the left side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
70.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing from the gun here. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. To the house, touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Panthers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Again, it's Gibbs. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
A give, left side for Gibbs. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That stop made by Derek Brown. Extra DB out there for the Panthers. Third down.
Let's go now. Check smash. Check smash. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos. Go.
To the air on third and long. It's a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The kick by Roddy's good. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a plays a design run. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
On the set.
We've set it downs from the 37.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They go play action on first down. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Cougar 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Third down from the gun. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. He's going to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Pioneer.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Lions readying for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Ready up.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
Let's go.
Throwing off the play fake. Legat's got it. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Panthers football, but their playoff run is in jeopardy.
Ready?
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Lions. Ready, right?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Get it. Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Working now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. '60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Air it out on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. He's making a bid for it. They'll have the 1st down and even more. And no, he's caught before he can reach the end zone, Brock. They got him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The field opened up, and he simply takes off. This is a reason that even the quarterbacks are timed in the 40-yard dash at the combine, because the elite, well, they can make a big chunk run just like that.
Here's Brooks. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Trailing by one score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing out to the left. Cut! And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Looking to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Come on. Hey. 70, step a look.
Slant taken in by Waddle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Lions leading 4 points. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 by 6. Dragon 60.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
On the set.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Ready. Viking 18. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Chased out to his right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Let's go. Pass the stick. Take a 19.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Here we go. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Setting up to pass. Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Carolina in punt formation. And they could elect to just take the safety here. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Go.
They give to Gibbs on the option. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for two.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another one for Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third and 4 coming up now.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down.
70 Lions. Warriors 70. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
Desperation time here. And he forces it on 4th, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game.
Here we go. Here we go.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down.
Ready.
Here's a design run. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. As one side leaves dejected, another can finally, at least briefly, Brock, relax here. Their playoff run extending into the divisional round.
Yeah, you get to these 60 minutes, and what is it, Kate? A suddenness? Like the suddenness of the season being over for one, and then the reality of like, wow, here we go. Here's a divisional round. Here's a possible championship round. Maybe that Super Bowl is out there for us. It all happens right now, in real time in front of our eyes.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.